La corner. Back! Back!
The signs clearly indicate that Manny Pacquiao should avoid his upcoming fight against Mario Barrios, following an injury he sustained during training earlier today. Footage of Pacquiao's training sessions has sparked a variety of reactions since he resumed this week. However, this recent injury has caused many of his supporters to reconsider and urge him to step back from the fight.
Champions on Boots' radar. I mean, I still think it's bizarre that Manny Pacquiao's fighting for a world title, 5 years out of the ring and just not anywhere near at world level anymore. But that's boxing and it's the business and we understand it. I think for Boots, like we talked about fighters that have one legacy, all he wants to do is fight the champions. And I think physically it would be more beneficial for him to move to 154. But he just, he's world champion at 47. So whilst he can...
After showing signs of early fatigue in his training footage, Manny Pacquiao suffered a shoulder injury while hitting the punching bag and mitts. Reports indicate that he has been managing this injury for nearly a decade, dating back to his fight against Floyd Mayweather Jr. when he complained of a shoulder sprain. This injury, which developed just 2 weeks before the fight, severely impacted the speed and power of his punches.
In every training that you have, it will come back, the pain.
So against Floyd in the ring that night, did you feel handicapped where you couldn't throw with that, that hand?
I feel like, disappointed in myself because when I'm throwing punches in the fourth round, because he's leaning on the rope and attacking him, starting my pressure to him. But I feel like when I throw my hands, I feel like I cut my hands. I feel like...
The same injury resurfaced as he struck the punching bag. Suddenly, he felt a sharp pain and cried out. He was promptly attended to, and further precautions were taken to ensure he felt better immediately. While a medical team on site wrapped a bandage around his injured arm, Manny assured everyone that the injury wouldn't affect the fight and that it would heal within days or weeks. Then I'll hit the gym again and get everything back on track. My injury is not serious. I will recover and return to the ring soon. July 19th is the date, Manny Pacquiao stated. Shortly before that, Pacquiao hinted at his return to the spotlight when a 38-second video surfaced showing him training with intensity. Dressed in simple sportswear, the Filipino fighter threw combinations at the punching bag with the same determination that earned him 8 division titles. The footage was shared by Boxing Kingdom, accompanied by the message, "The legend is back." At 46 years old and nearly 4 years away from the ring, Pacquiao is preparing to face Mario Barrios, the current World Boxing Council welterweight champion. Scheduled for July 19th in Las Vegas, the fight will pit 2 generations with very different styles against each other. Barrios, 16 years younger, is in peak form, riding a winning streak fueled by relentless pressure and a solid jab. This fight is more than just a comeback. It's a battle against time. Though powerful in imagery, the short video invited inevitable comparisons. Before his comeback fight against Jake Paul, Mike Tyson also appeared in excellent physical condition during training, displaying speed and power reminiscent of his prime. However, when fight day arrived, age was unmistakable. The energy captured in the clips didn't carry over to the ring, and the illusion gave way to reality. Many worry that Pacquiao might face a similar fate. While he moves with determination, in the video, certain details raise concern. A low guard, reduced mobility, and signs of early fatigue. For an elite fighter, these are clear warning signs.
Last minute.
Unlike carefully edited training sessions, real fights require sustained rhythm, sharp reflexes, and constant adaptation. Facing an active opponent like Barrios won't be the same as performing impressively for just half a minute in front of a punching bag. Concerns extend beyond physical performance. There are also questions about the reasons behind his comeback. Still, amidst the criticism, messages of support have emerged. Some fans acknowledge that power is often the last thing to fade, and despite the odds, the Filipino fighter could still deliver a surprise. This blend of skepticism and hope shapes the overall expectation. No one knows exactly what to anticipate, but everyone will be watching. Pacquiao has defied the impossible before. From his early days as a flyweight to becoming a global icon, his career has been marked by a series of extraordinary achievements.
So my legs is tight.
Yeah, we saw that you didn't use your legs as much, not as much footwork from you, and not as much head movement from you as well. Was it a matter of tightness? Was that the issue?
Yeah, my legs is so tight. That's why it's hard to move.
Do you think that's father time? 42 years old, still doing this, man, going the distance here against yes, look at this. This crowd is so pumped to be here. They came to see you. What do you want to...
However, boxing rarely provides happy endings, and this time the challenge is different. It's not merely about winning a fight, but about safeguarding a legacy. Pacquiao is 17 years older than Barrios, who is currently in his athletic prime. At 29, several figures within the boxing community have voiced concerns regarding Pacquiao's health as the fight approaches. Concerns that have only intensified after seeing his recent training footage.
Are you serious?
Pacquiao's like 50.
He's 46. But he's still Pacquiao.
Years off. No, he's not.
I think you said Pacquiao. I think Pacquiao.
Pacquiao's hands still appeared fast in the 30-second clip of him hitting the bag, but his feet seemed to lag behind, as several supporters noted in the comment section. One former user wrote, "Legs are gone." Another said, "The legs aren't there, but that pop and quick twitch still remain." A third commented, "He got tired. First time I've ever seen him fatigued hitting the bags. Bad sign, but good luck to him, legend." A fourth added, "We are about to witness a live murder of Manny. Sad times for the boxing community." Meanwhile, someone else simply stated, "This is sad. The best days are behind him." If Pacquiao somehow manages to upset the odds and defeat Barrios, he will become the second oldest world champion in history.
Manny Pacquiao will face Mario Barrios for the WBC 147-pound title this coming July 19th in Las Vegas. Manny Pacquiao is 46 years old and has officially been retired for 4 years now. And as much as it sucks to admit it, obviously this is no longer the same Pacquiao, and it's been evident not only from his last professional fight against Ugas, but also based on his most recent exhibition fight. Now in theory, Pacquiao's power is still there, and I feel like it's all
Bernard Hopkins currently holds the record as the oldest world champion, having won a title at 49 years and 297 days old. Although B-Hop was still actively competing and fully dedicated to training until his retirement at 51, Pacquiao's situation is quite different. The Filipino legend has spent the past 4 years focused on his political career and hasn't maintained the rigorous gym routine necessary for a fighter of his age. Now, however, boxing great Manny Pacquiao is coming out of retirement to challenge Mario Barrios for the World Boxing Council welterweight title this July. Pacquiao's team announced the comeback on Thursday, just hours after he conceded defeat in his bid for another seat in the Philippine Senate.
For the most part. However, without the speed and his reflexes, in which Pacquiao has heavily relied to pretty much all throughout his career, that said power is kinda useless if he can't really put that into execution. This move to have Pacquiao return for a championship fight after a 4-year layoff is also a slap to many WBC fighters in the rankings. Not to mention, shows that in boxing, rules will—
The 46-year-old veteran was accompanied by his wife Jinky, longtime assistant coach Boo Boy Fernandez, personal assistant David Sison, and others as he made his way through a crowd and into a black caravan to leave LAX. By Monday morning, Pacquiao was back to his usual public training routine at a local park in the Fairfax district. He will hold his training camp with his longtime coach, Hall of Famer Freddie Roach. "Viva Manny," Roach said at Wildcard. Sean Gibbons, Pacquiao's advisor and head of his promotional company, also spoke to the ring. The powerful partnership of Pacquiao and Roach was so dynamic during their prime that on Sunday, the city of Los Angeles honored Roach by naming the iconic gym property Freddie Roach Square as the community celebrated 30 years of the gym's existence. Over the first weekend in June, the 8-division champion Pacquiao will be inducted into the International Boxing Hall of Fame before turning his focus back to Barrios, a 30-year-old who wasn't even born when the Filipino icon made his professional debut in 1995. Earlier this month, the World Boxing Council re-entered Pacquiao into its rankings at number 5, and Barrios is seen as a very winnable fight handpicked for him. After a long-planned fight with Pacquiao fell through last year, Barrios shifted his focus and fought to a surprising split draw against Abel Ramos in November. When a group of reporters asked Pacquiao about the 16-year age gap and the risks of making a comeback at this stage, he smiled and replied, "Don't worry about it. It's a tough road for anyone at this age to do what Manny is trying to do, but if anyone can do it, Manny can." In a statement provided by his publicist Fred Sternberg, Roach told the ring that Pacquiao also hinted his son Jim will make his professional debut on the same card, which is expected to feature the rematch between World Boxing Council junior middleweight champion Sebastian Fondora and Tim Chu. The former 8-division champion was unsuccessful in his attempt for a second term as senator, conceding the race on Wednesday night. In the 2025 Philippine election, Pacquiao finished well outside the top 12 positions needed to secure a seat, placing 18th overall with 10,284,499 votes as a candidate for the Federal Party of the Philippines. This marked Pacquiao's second consecutive defeat in politics. The widely popular figure from General Santos City had previously run for president, but came in a distant third during the 2022 Philippine election. True to form, both throughout his legendary boxing career and in his political setbacks, Pacquiao remained the humble warrior to the very end.
We're here in Manila with the great legendary champion Manny Pacquiao, Sean Gibbons, and Manny is announcing the creation of the memorial for the 50th anniversary of Ali Frazier, the Thrill in Manila.
That was 50 years ago.
So next October 1st, 2025, many surprises to come. And we will fully support all your efforts.
It's going to be a big event.
He's 46 now, and even I, as his son, love him. "He's my dad. There is some concern," Jim said to reporters during Roach's ceremony in Hollywood on Sunday. "But I believe in him. He has shown us that he stays in shape year-round, and all that." So, Weight won't be a problem. Fitness won't be a problem. Pacquiao's comeback campaign has been in the works for some time, and it became clearer last week when he conceded defeat in his bid for another Philippine Senate seat, finishing 18th in the midterm elections. I may not have won my run for the Senate, but I am truly grateful for every vote, every prayer, and all the support, Pacquiao said in a statement released in Filipino last week. The fight continues. The service continues. For God, for the country, and for every Filipino.
Tremendous shape. You're ready to fight Barrios tonight and make history, Manny.
Manny, you excited to step into the ring again?
Yes.
What do you think of Barrios? He's a big, strong, he's young, he's 30. You have 16 years on him, Manny.
Don't worry about it. Manny, for a lot of people, you're the greatest fighter in history, the only champion in 4 different decades. When you beat Barrios, what does that say?
Oh, it's a big thing for me.
And congratulations, you're in the Hall of Fame.
Yes, June. How are you?
The excitement and buzz surrounding Manny Pacquiao continue to grow. Despite ongoing criticism about his comeback fight against Mario Barrios, the boxing legend remains focused on preparing for the big event on July 19th. The enthusiasm hasn't faded entirely. In fact, the presence of his son, Emmanuel Pacquiao Jr., better known as Jim, at the fight camp has captivated many. A video of the father and son training together at a park is gaining significant attention. Fans quickly shared their thoughts online. It has been a few days since Manny Pacquiao arrived in the United States to start his fight camp. The boxing icon, the only fighter to win championships in 8 divisions, had announced his retirement after losing a title shot against Yordenis Ugas in 2021.